Hey guys, this is Eric.
And I'm Nikki.
And we are going to review who we are, what we do, and why you should follow us. As always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and remember, it just helps the algorithm to get and smash the like button.
Smash it.
So guys, had a lot of people join our channel. We've also had a lot of people join our Instagram, and we really wanted to give a overview of who we are, what we're doing, and why we're doing this. At first, for us, we started dating in college.
Babies, 21.
Yes. So I played football at Vanderbilt, and Nikki went to MTSU.
MTSU in Murfreesboro, little sorority girl.
And we currently reside in Nashville.
Right outside of Nashville, in a little town, but the Nashville area.
Absolutely. And we are full-time real estate investors. I buy multifamily, I build new construction, I flip homes, and I wholesale. Nikki
I help.
is our designer and our real estate agent. We also have a full team of 7 different people that work for us, and we're growing that team every day. How did we get into this crazy world of real estate and our journey to where we are now, happily married, and our business is running smoothly?
Well, I think we should go back to when we did first meet in college. You were training for the NFL, and I somehow ended up pregnant, and we decided to get married and not pursue the NFL.
Or the NFL didn't pursue me. Let's call it like it is.
But anyway, so we got married, had a baby, and then when that baby, Caroline, was 6 months old, we got pregnant again. So then we had 2 babies in 15 months.
I also, during this time, got fired from my first job.
As a Boy Scout leader. Or something with the Boy Scouts.
And I had, if you could imagine, a 6'8" man that had knee-high socks, boots, and shorts. I wore the outfit of the
Boy Scouts.
The Boy Scouts.
Boy
It was
Scouts
a
of
very,
America.
very interesting time.
A bunch of kids looking for action. Be a volunteer worker with the Boy Scouts.
Getting fired was the best thing that could have ever happened to me at that time.
But at the time, it was terrifying. I was pregnant, and I made like $32,000 a year. It was terrifying. But it made you like get into like survive mode. And I don't know if you fully left like, survive mode, but I know you have. We're in thrive mode now.
I still enjoy living on the edge of business and everything we do. But a couple of years later, so I had gotten into sales. I sold copiers, and then I worked for a company called Cintas. And then I started working for a company called Ryan Homes. They were a national home builder. And that's really where I got my first taste of real estate. If you are wanting to get into real estate, working for a national home builder is one of the best ways to do it, because you're gonna be able to have a good education on what real estate is, what blueprints are, what costing is, how to run a neighborhood. It was a crash course master's degree in new construction and real estate, and they also paid for everything.
And they paid you well while you were going through all this.
Yep. That is when I hit my first 6 figures.
Yep.
Was working for them. During this time, Nikki was working still.
I worked for the city for Parks and Recreation. It's not like the show, but kinda.
This is a children's slide. You're not allowed to sleep in here. You know, when I first tell people that I work in the government, they say, oh, the government stinks. The lines are too long at the DMV.
But it was fun. I really loved that job.
It was exactly like the show. Let's not kid.
But it was fun. I enjoyed it. And like there is a lot of politicking in it. It was really cool. And also we forgot a very important piece. We also had another kid, Christian. He's in the other room right now reminding us we forgot to mention him. But we had him, so we are like, what, 25 with 3 kids? We're crazy.
And I'm trying to climb the corporate ladder at the home building company. I was brought up in a different world of where I am now. Like my mom and dad worked at the same place for 35 and 40 years. They never changed jobs, and I had changed jobs 3 different times. Nikki had kept her job, so we were like, build, get out of debt. At this time, we
didn't have any debt. We were
didn't
like
have
Dave
any
Ramsey,
debt.
hardcore.
Hardcore Dave Ramsey fans. Yeah. So we continued to build, and then in 2015, I stepped out and joined a real estate team. And Nikki actually quit her job as well.
Like 6 weeks before you quit your job.
So in 2016, we had just went through our first year as a real estate only income. And we actually increased our income about $30,000 from when we were.
What's good, because I stopped working, so you were able to make up my salary, because I was not doing anything in real estate. I was just
absolutely
birthing babies.
And during this time is when our marriage kind of started falling apart. 2016 and 2017 were really rough because Nikki was at home. She was taking care of all the kids. I was out networking and and drinking a lot. You know, in real estate, it just goes hand in hand. When you're doing a networking event, you end up picking up a drink. You're out till 12, 1 in the morning with business associates trying to make sure that you're getting the next deal. And I did all that for years. That's what we were doing. Now, in that time, we increased our income substantially, but our relationship tanked. We can talk about it now because we are quite removed from it, but during the time, it was very stressful and very difficult to work through and get through. We definitely talked about divorce multiple times.
Saw marriage counselors, walked out of marriage counseling, like all of that.
Yes, so we have literally been through the whole gamut. If you can think of the worst relationship that you've ever been in, we've been there. In 2018 is kind of when we started finding investing. And 2018 was also when our relationship hit a peak of we're either going to fix it.
Well, our house was for sale.
Our house was for sale.
Our house was for sale, and it was basically like, am I moving back with my parents, or are we gonna figure this out? Basically.
Yep, and during that year, I did my first wholesale deal, really wholesale, closed on a deal, made 35 grand, and I was like, what am I doing? I'm, of course, gung-ho into the business, not thinking about her or anything else. And we just end up really growing apart during that year because I'm focused on real estate and growing my business. And, you know, I always called it that. It's my business.
And also, you were going down a bad road. I mean, I think money amplifies a lot of things, and I think we had a lot of disposable income at that time because we hadn't started flipping houses yet, because you don't have disposable income anymore then. But we had a lot of disposable income, so you were able to go out and spend $1,000 a night on drinks with your buddies and stay out till whenever and join the exclusive clubs and all that. Like you were able to do all that, and it was not fun for me.
So she was at home. Fast forward to now, and what we do, how we do it, and the team that we built around us. So the number one thing that we have realized is we are better together. We have been through everything that you could possibly imagine, and we have just found that we are better working together, we are better hanging out together, and just being around each other in general. We took that concept and really pushed it into our business. So it is now our business. We run it together. I am, of course, the CEO. But
no, you do run it. I was like, it is still your business, but I have a heavy hand in it.
And because she has a heavy hand in it, we also are still married.
Yeah. So maybe in a weird way, real estate investing saved our marriage?
Yes. And I also had to change a lot, but hey.
Yeah, it's fine. There are other things that had to change. But we are here, we are good, and we put each other first, and we choose to. Like, he still gets on my nerves a lot, and I probably don't get on your nerves, but we definitely have to choose every single day.
Absolutely. Through the last couple of years, our current business, we build houses. That is our number one focus right now, is building new construction. We currently have 30 new constructions going. She does all the design work. We have a full-time project manager, and we hire out the builder, okay? So our project manager keeps track of everything that's going on, but we hire out the GC.
Right.
We have 14, currently on track, we have 14 rehabs going, and our project manager runs those rehabs through subbing everything out.
Right.
Okay? Now, if you are getting started brand new into real estate, and you want to flip, the biggest advice I have for you is do not try and sub it out, okay? It's extremely difficult to try and get a bunch of subs together. I would recommend going and getting a GC and having them help you on the first couple of projects and making sure that that's the direction you're going. Had we did that in the beginning, We probably would have been a lot better off now, but the direction we went has helped us build a good team around us to allow us to do more projects.
Right, and like we joked about earlier, was the flipping took a bunch of cash, and we realized that very quickly, and then we ended up in a crap ton of debt, like $1 million worth of debt.
And when we say debt, what we mean is unsecured loans not backed by real estate. We are very big on private money, hard money, and bank money. That is not bad debt. But when you are borrowing from other people, friends, family, and anything else like that, that you do not have attached to a real estate deal, that is bad debt. And we got way over our skis, so to speak.
Robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Probably over 70 deals.
Yeah, it was bad. It was scary. It was scary. That's what it was.
So we joined a coaching program in 2019, and that coached both of us together. First of all, that was extremely beneficial to have us both coach together. We coached through marriage stuff as well as business stuff. We also hired our first employee during that time, which really helped us grow.
And it helped us a lot too, because if something went wrong, we could just blame her.
Sorry, Whitney. And then we ended up really starting to track everything that we did. You know, KPIs, which if you don't know what a KPI is a key performance indicator. If you don't know your KPIs of your business, you're never gonna be able to scale in the right direction. But when you scale incorrectly, you get what happened to us. A lot of debt, a lot of deals, and it's very difficult to get out of it. Now, we rode a good market, and that's honestly why we were able to get out of a lot of the stuff.
Right.
Plus, I did some massive deals. I had some deals that were turning 2, 3. We had one that was 675 that we ended up doing, and was able to get out of where we were at and come to where we are now.
So that's why we feel like we have some room to talk to and coach people on how to do all this, because we've done it and failed, and now we're doing it again and doing it the right way.
Absolutely. During the last 18 months, grew our business to 7 people. We have our head of marketing, which is behind the camera. We have our acquisitions full-time. We have our executive assistant. We also have a COO, and we have our full-time project manager. We also have Nikki that is doing the listings, and I am still in the weeds of finding more deals and trying to work with other wholesalers. So the biggest thing that I have found in that time of growth is work with other people. That is the number one thing I would tell you. Work with other people, JV with other people, get involved with other people's deals, find somebody that's doing what you want, and go offer value to them. That was really what ended up helping us get further and further out, as well as coaching. Coaching for us, I've probably spent $500,000 on coaching over the last couple of years.
I would believe it.
I hope this gives you a really good idea of where we've come from. It has not been an easy journey. We have been through pretty much everything in business and in marriage, and we're still married. We're now happily married, and we run an extremely profitable business now, and we want to help you guys do the exact same thing. If you found value in this video, if you have any questions at all, leave us a comment and go follow us on Flip This Together on Instagram and flipthis.together on TikTok. We would love to hear your story and how we can help.